Okay, so we are going to look at how to create African folktale stories. There are a lot of people who have started folktale stories channel on this YouTube, and they are getting lots of views, and some of them get monetized in a month or two. So how can you be able to generate your own African folktale stories, whether Igbo folktale stories, Yoruba folktale stories, or any of them, as well as these African folktale stories that will get lots of views, and help you to monetize your channel? How can you be able to do so using an AI tool? Just free AI tool, just ChatGPT. Like this one I'm going to show you here now. I use ChatGPT alone to do everything. Although you can also use some other free AI tools. Let's go. African village called Ekuaga, filled with hills and vibrant rivers. There lived a woman named Nia. She was the only daughter of a poor widow, known for her radiant beauty and kind heart. The first one is you need to come up with your own story. Yes, you may have a story in mind that you write. For example, this is the one I've written and want to use for. Okay, no, it's not this one. Yes, here is this one. I do go. You may come up with a story on your own, because the first step is coming up with a story. How can you do that? You may know a story already, or you can think about things happening around you. You can think about things happening around you. So this is the story I generated. Like, I just thought a little and I came up with this story. I say, once upon a time there's a small village called Obika, known for agriculture in the eastern part of Nigeria. They are well known for casa. Like, you just read it all the way. I wrote this on my own without any AI. Okay, this is the first step, one way to do it. But if you cannot be able to generate or write any story, maybe you are not good at storytelling, you are not good at writing, you can now use AI. Okay, this one here is a story prompt. You can give AI, maybe ChatGPT, say act like an expert storyteller specializing in dark folk tales. You have been captivating audiences with your storytelling for over 30 years, just depending on what you want. You are known for your ability to create suspense and evoke emotions. So you just tell the ChatGPT, help me generate a story about, just give it an idea and say, generate a story for me about so. You put what you want it to do, and ChatGPT will do that for you. Okay, and okay, this is just story ideas I came up on my own. So he buried his wife alive in his secret room. His wicked wife killed the adopted son. This, come up with ideas on your own. But if you cannot be able to come up with ideas on your own, then let's just go straight to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you ideas that you will use for your folktale stories. All right. So here we are in our ChatGPT. Okay. I can now say, let me say, give me five topic I five topics. Five topics for a folktale story. I would have added African folktale story. Okay, let us just see the topic that it will give us. Wow, 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 wow. I love this. I love this. The Lost Kingdom. Well, so it has given you ideas. This one, I just love this one, caught my attention. The Lost Kingdom, the story of a forgotten kingdom that once thrived with peace and prosperity. A determined princess set out to restore her kingdom's former glory by uncovering ancient mysteries and uniting. This one makes sense as well. But you can check the brave young warrior. These also things that happen in Africa. Um, the wise old owl, the fisherman and the magic fish. Okay, I think let's go for this one, the fisherman and the magic fish. Then I can copy this. I can just come here and copy this. I will not say, help me generate a 20 minutes 20 minutes African folktale story. African folktale story about this topic and idea. Okay, so you now put this, then paste this it here, the paste it, that the one you already chose that ChatGPT generated for you. So it's coming up with a story. So this is how to do it. If you cannot be able to write the story on your own, you can just come here and tell ChatGPT, give me topic ideas for my African folktale story. It will come up with topics for you. If you like any of the topic it gave you, you develop it. You still come and say, help me generate it. But if you don't like any of them, you can give ChatGPT hints about the type of story you wish to generate, and it will generate topics around that. So once it generates topic around that, you now come and say, help you generate the story. So it's generating the story. You see, it has generated the story for me. This is the beginning. This is the setting. In a small vibrant village by shores of Lake Nyasa lived in a humble fisherman named Kofi. Okay, so this is the Act 1, the catch. It was a bright morning and Kofi set out early as rolling in. Like, if you just read it, you will see it's interesting. The first wish, the second wish, the consequences, the final wish. So this is the conclusion, moral of the story. So it has given you this. So if you now love it, what you need to do next is to come and say, ChatGPT, or yeah, help me generate the characters. Okay, let me say it. Generate the characters in the story. Generate the characters in the story you just generated. In the story you generated. So you can see it's generating the characters in the story. Let us see what it will generate. So let's just go through the story again. Let us see the things inside. We have Kofi. So these are the characters. Kofi set out as early as usual, rowing his small wooden boat in the clear blue waters of Lake Nyasa. Okay, so and another one we need is vibrant village by shores. So these are the things, the images or the visuals you need to generate for your story. So let us see what ChatGPT is giving us first. Then if anyone it doesn't generate, good. You see it here. Anyone it doesn't generate, just generated this one. And let's say, let me know if you need any further adjustment or additional elements. So if you like it the way it is, you say you should continue to generate the other ones. But if you do not, it tells to make some adjustments. So let's go back to the story and see the thing later we need any adjustment. Kofi set out as early as usual, rolling his small wooden boat into the clear blue waters of Lake Nyasa. Okay, so let me copy this. I think there is an adjustment we'll need. You can come and copy it, or you just go. What I've seen there is we need to see him rowing his boat. So when I say please adjust the visual, adjust the visual, show where Kofi is rowing the boat. Okay, so it will adjust it now. Let's see the adjustment. So another character we need here will be the village, or I can say continue with generating other characters. Then it will generate all the other characters. This is the fastest way to do it. Say continue with generating all the other characters. Generate all the other characters for you. Then you now go through the story again. Any of the character that it did not generate, you now come and type it and say generate. So you can just copy the thing in your story. Like this one now, we just generate it after saying continue with other characters. I can come here and say because maybe it left this vibrant village because it's not a character, it's like it's not a human. So it's not started with the person that is a human, the fisherman named Kofi. He lives with his wife Amma and their young son. Okay, right. Yes, yes. ChatGPT is correct. This is the first thing in our story. He's showing this man as a fisherman. He lives with his wife Amma and their young son Kwame. So it's very, very correct. So the other one now I said adjust it, let it show where he's rolling his small wooden boat into the clear blue water. This is the next character. So this is the next one is going to generate. Let's go. You see it here. Okay. So and let's see, this image here is a kind of different from the image here. This is what I usually do. Click on this, download it first. It has downloaded. I'll now copy this thing here I wrote because I want it to look like this first person here, not giving me a different character. This one looks older. So I now go and attach this, the first image. So let's attach it. So it will give us something that look like the first thing it generated. That's how I do my own so that I will get consistent characters. I've attached it. I will now say please adjust the visual showing where Kofi is rolling the boat and use the attached image to generate the physical look of of the man, or you say of Mr. Kofi, something like that. Okay, so it's gonna generate something visual that will look like this one here, not giving you something totally different. Okay, so this is how I do mine, and you'll be able to get consistent images that you will use, because it will not be nice that your story will look like you are talking about something here, you are showing this young man here, and the next visual you are now showing us an old man now. No, it's not okay. Okay, so let us see what it will generate. So in telling your African folktale stories, the main work is you coming up with a story. So if you don't know how to come up with a story, or if you can't write story on your own the way I wrote, just come to ChatGPT, like what I just showed you. Or it's tried, but then this one looks, this one has black bears. So you can keep doing it like that. It will it will give you, yeah, showing the coffee rolling his boat on the clear room. So you can still do more modifications, but let's go ahead to say please generate more characters. Please go ahead and generate the other characters. Okay, let me still add this picture and say maintain the look in this image. Let's see if it can try than giving us different looks. So let's go, but maintain the look in the attached visual and make it realistic. Let's go. So the next character we are looking for in this story, let us go back to that story and see. So it will generate the image for us. And another interesting thing I like about using ChatGPT to generate my images is that it gives me 16 by 9 aspect ratio image, unlike Bing Image Creator that would give you another shape that is not 16 by 9 aspect ratio. And I also have a video in my channel here. You can also try using Bing Image Creator if you wish to generate your own images. I can also show you how to do that. Maybe the next video that will generate will be there. But then we can't be able to do this consistency I'm doing, like attaching the image. So this is, it has given us a small village. It has generated a small village for us, African village. So the next image now we want to generate is where Prince Kofi is catching fish using his net in the lake. So this is how you will continue it to the end and generate all the visuals you need for your African folktale stories. This is just where the work lies in, just the image generation. Once you're able to generate all the images, you are good to go. So it has generated the image for us. Once the image has been generated, click here. So it also tries to maintain the consistency I gave it. You can see this image I gave it. So it came up with something that looks like this same person as well. So that's the benefit of using, coming here to do the attachment. Like if you still want to generate something else about this particular man, Mr. Kofi, I still go to this attachment, pick this image or any of the images I want, and tell it, okay, generate something like this for me. Like I said, generate a realistic image of Mr. Kofi casting his net into the to catch fish in the lake. Then use the attachment to maintain the look. So, and it will just do exactly. So this is how to do it. Then if you also want, I can come here and say this. Let's use Bing Image Creator. This is another one. I have a video in my channel, you can check it out, how to generate images using Bing Image Creator. Okay, so we are gonna go here. Then I paste the prompt. Generate a realistic image for Mr. Kofi casting his net in the lake. So this is it here. If you like these images, you can go with them, but if you don't like, you can give it more description of how you want Mr. Kofi to look like. But you can see this is different from the other one, ChatGPT, where I was able to attach an image that looks like what I want. So the other one is preferable for me. But if you want this, it's also fine, but you describe the image you want, and you can see the image is not 16 by 9 like the one of ChatGPT. All right, so once you are done generating all the images you need for your story, just go through your story, read them aloud, and come up with all the characters, all the images you need. Then you go over to creating your African folktale story. So how do you do that? We've gotten all the images. You need your voice over. Some of you may not want to use your voice, but somebody like me, I like using my voice to record. But if you don't want, you can go to 11 labs. So you can use 11 labs and then put in your story here, copy it and paste. When you copy and paste, you put it here. Okay, here, this is it here. You can copy and paste your story here. Then you choose the voice you want. This text to speech, you choose the voice you want. These are all the voice here. This is for a child. This gigi is for child. I generated when I was doing something for Children's Day. So, and I needed a child's voice. That was why I used 11 labs. So there are other voices here you can choose. Select any of them and choose it and generate your audio. Once you are done, download your audio and then go straight to your. So once you are done generating all your images, your story, and then you want your story, your African folktale story to come live, go to this editing tool. CapCut is what I'm using. I click on new project. You can see, let me just show you the one I generated here. The one you watched earlier, this is CapCut. That's what I used. So you come to new project, you now go to your photos. The first, okay, that's village. I didn't download it. That's actually the first thing I would have added here. But since I didn't, let me just add these other ones. You add all the images you need for your African folktale story. Once you add them, you come and click on add audio. Then you bring in that your voice over that you've recorded using 11 labs, and or you recorded your own voice. You can come here and search for it. So these are the audios I have. I can choose any of them. Let me just see what this one is to try. It's okay.
I am
I am
Charles.
Charles. Let's just assume that this is the voiceover you've recorded using 11 labs. You can see this one. I used not 11 labs though. I can't remember the app I used to generate, because it's an advert I was doing for a brand, and I needed a man's voice, so I had to use this. So let's assume that this is the voiceover you've generated. You now come and put all the images you generated, this, I'm just assuming these are the images you generated for your folktale story. You come and put all of them here, and then you start listening to your audio. When you play this in a
I
bit, I
am
am
Charles.
Charles. So you can now put the first one. Maybe the other thing, the other character, whatever that will show is different. You can just split here and then delete it, then continue. That's how you continue listening to your audio and be adjusting them where proper. Then if you want to add some animations to it, you can come here and click on transition and add animations. So you can add any of the animations, any one at all you want. And this other one.
I
I
spent
spent
3
three
years.
years. So, or if you don't want this, or you can still do both. Sometimes I do both. You can come to effects, video effects. Then come to zoom or choose any one at all you want, depending on the story. Like there was something I created and posted on my TikTok yesterday. I used this one because I was talking about something like heaven. I used something like this that was showing
I
like
am
I am
Charles,
Charles,
a
a
cloud
cloud
computing
computing
team
team
lead at
lead. So you can use depending on what you want to add some effects to it. Once you are done, you click on this place to export your video. And okay, before you export your video, let me cut this and show you one thing you need to do. You see this place? If you do not remove it, your video will have this at the end, CapCut. So you can remove it and delete it. Then you just export your video, and that is the end of your generating your African folktale story. So you keep on doing this, keep on coming up with different stories, interesting stories, and you post on your YouTube channel. So, but remember, there is something else that you need that is very, very important that will help you to also get views. Aside coming up with interesting stories, you also need to generate interesting thumbnail. So, watch out for my next video to see how to generate interesting thumbnails, interesting images for your thumbnail, and how to create your thumbnail. Design a thumbnail that will get the attention of your audience. So, watch out for my next video for that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that when I post my next video, you will be notified. Also share with your friends so that they can keep on learning new things from my video. The only good thing you can do me to show me favor, to show yes, thank you appreciate this video, is to like it, comment, share, and turn on the notification bell. Bye for now. See you in my next video.